All right, so welcome to our sub-state preview here at Canton-Galva. We're hosting it this year, so we're going to put together a little preview for you to watch. Preston's going to start us off with number ranked girls. We'll go back here, number one ranked girls. He's doing the boys. And then he'll go to number two boys, I'll go number two girls, so on and so forth until we're done. So Preston's going to start us off.
All right, so the number one ranked boys this season for the sub-state is the Little River Redskins. They're 18-1. Their one loss coming from Inman, and we'll give you some scores from the season. They played Canton-Galva and won 61-51. Played Salomon, won 59-34. They played Rural Vista, won 80-26, and they played Lincoln and won 69-26. So, due to COVID-19 or coronavirus, we've not been able to go in person and interview them. So we just emailed them and talked to them. And so Little River's coach, some of their goals coming into the season was to win the early season tournament, the Weed State League, like overall record and stuff, and then the Burton tournament and postseason play. So they won the early season tournament, they won Weed State League, and they won the Burton tournament. So now all they got to do is win postseason play, and they have Jaden Garrison, which is a very good basketball player, and then they have Braxton Lafferty and Graham Stevens. So those are the three people that you got to watch out for, and then they also have a slightly deep bench that you got to watch out for that they can sub in and out. So we'll send it over to Garrett for the number one girls.
Number one ranked girls is also Little River, so both their boys and girls are ranked number one, favorites to win. We reached out to the coach as well, asked him a few questions, and here's what he had to say. He said, "The season has gone really well. Started a little slow, but the team is getting better with every game. Lily Boffman is their leading scorer with 13 points per game. 5'11" freshman Aubrey Olander has improved in every aspect of the game this year, is the second leading scorer, leading rebounder, and a very good defender. They like to play some up-tempo pressure defense. And late in the game, they look for Mackenzie Rinkin at the free throw line to make several crucial free throws. Their coach's favorite game so far this season is winning the championship game of the Fairfield Invitational Tournament over Central Christian. Gave them a huge confidence boost going into the sub-state tournament. They're playing their best basketball at this time. They're getting confidence with every game, and he believes they play very well as a team. So watch out for them. They are the favorites to win the sub-state. Back over to Preston.
So the number two ranked boys this season is Sylvan Lucas, and so far they've been having a really good season. Only have 3 losses on the season, so they're very up close with Little River, as Little River and Sylvan Lucas are the top 2 teams and 2 projected to make it to the championship. But so we asked their coach Jeff Starkey some questions. So in addition to winning state is one of their goals that they want, but some of his other goals, he said, was like they wanted to win league, which they did, and then just getting better every day, both on and off the court. So as you can tell from the beginning of the season, they've got very much better. So, and then he says his favorite drill that they like to do is shell drill, because they take a lot of pride in the way they defend. Shell drill works everything that they believe makes a great defensive team. So like stance, positioning, and communicating. So that's Sylvan Lucas for you, and we wish both Little River boys and Sylvan Lucas boys good luck in the tournament, and we'll send it over to Garrett for the number 2 ranked girls.
Number 2 ranked girls is also Lucas Sylvan. Lady Stangs have been having a very successful season so far going into sub-state. They're led by Coach Craig Batchman, and sophomore Noble has been leading the team in points, averaging 11.3 points per game, followed by senior Nordoff, who is averaging 9.8 points per game. They're averaging around 40 points per game and shooting 35% from the field. They're also a very good rebounding team, so watch out for them to get a bunch of offensive rebounds and put it back up.
Anyway, over to Preston for the number 3 ranked boys.
So the number 3 ranked boys is the Salomon Gorillas, and Their coach has been coaching there for 4 years so far, and this year they have no seniors, so he says his team is very young, and he's had some young players step into some lead roles.
Number 3 ranked girls are the Rural Vista Heat. Coming into the season as the 3 seed, we contacted their head coach and asked them a few questions about this year's team. We asked them if they're doing anything extra for preparation of sub-state, and he says we try to practice unusual situations at end of the game every day in practice. You never know what a team will try to do to you defensively, so we try to make sure the girls are not surprised by anything when it comes to sub-state. The expectations for the rest of the season are to compete in every game and hoping that'll lead them to a trip to the state tournament. This year's team, he would describe them as a mix of seniors with experience and some freshmen and a sophomore that need experience. They'll look for their seniors to carry them and their younger girls to step up and help us out to have success in the postseason. They lost 3 key players from last year, 3 seniors, and 2 of them are 4-year starters for them. So they're looking for the rest of the seniors this year and the sophomores and freshmen to really step it up in leadership roles and help them out at the end of the season here. They're not looking forward to any team to play. They're going to take every game for granted, and it's win or go home no matter who we play. So Preston's going to hit you with the number 4 ranked boys here.
So the number 4 ranked boys is the Gossel Bluebirds, and we talked to their head coach Curtis, which he said their team's free throw percentage this season is 56%, which is very high for a high school team. And their highest scoring player is Skyler, which he has 13.6 points per game. And they have had 5 different guys scoring double figures. So, I mean, that's pretty good when that happens. And they've had a tough schedule, which has made them grow as a team or as one. And one of the biggest struggles in sub-state is that most of the teams that they play are in their own league and that they've played them several times. So those teams will know kind of what to prepare for, but also Gossel will know what to prepare for. And after the season, Gossel will be having 7 seniors leave. So we wish Gossel and the Salomon Girls luck in this sub-state tournament. We'll send it over to Garrett for the number 4 ranked girls.
The Lincoln Leopard High School basketball girls are the number 4 seed in the sub-state tournament. Reached out to their coach, has been coaching for 22 years, to ask him questions about how he feels about this season and about the postseason. First question we asked him was, how do you feel going into the postseason? He responded by answering with, we had a pretty rough end to our season last year. Our schedule has been very tough, and we have dealt with more adversity that we have to overcome. Hopefully we can use the tough competition to make us better on the court while overcoming the off-court adversity. This year, the Lincoln Leopards had to cancel 5 games due to COVID and 2 to weather, so they're only going to finish with 13 games on the year in the regular season. We asked him how he dealt with all those COVID restrictions and cancellations, and he said most of them came in the first half of the season, and it made it hard to have good, consistent practices. It has been better lately, but now we have to deal with the weather issue. It has been a difficult year with a lot of adversity, but I feel the girls have handled it as well as could be expected. I think we can all agree about having 2020 being a difficult year. So nice to hear they handled it well. This team has showed a lot of perseverance and determination this year. We haven't ended up with the record we would like to have, but I know the girls have grown as individuals. He's losing 1 senior this year, and so he has a pretty young team, and he's hoping for them to step it up in this year's sub-state. Over to Preston for the number 5 ranked boys.
And your number 5 ranked boys this year in the sub-state tournament is the Canton-Galva Eagles. And we had someone interview Coach Larry O'Connor.
Alrighty, we're here today with head boys basketball coach for Canton-Galva, Larry O'Connor, and we're going to ask him a few questions here as he and his team prepare to take on the Gossel Bluebirds this Friday night. So first question, how are you liking it here at Canton-Galva?
I enjoy it. Kids work hard, and I like the teaching the classes that I teach here, and staff is very good. I've had a good year.
Awesome. Is it much different here from your previous school over there at Sharon Springs?
Yeah, it's a little busier here, and a little more hectic. Got a few more activities as far as baseball, softball, things in the fall that an AD has to take care of. And with the COVID stuff going on this year, it's just been a hectic year. But yeah, there's a little bit of difference, but it's still coaching basketball, still doing AD stuff, so I'm good with that.
Yep. And talking about the COVID stuff, has COVID restrictions made the season very different from past seasons?
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah, not
Yeah.
knowing week in and week out who you're going to have, if you're going to be quarantined, if you're going to play games, having to change schedules and lose games and pick up games, and it's been a challenging year, but we've dealt with it real well, and the kids have responded well.
Yep. And do you feel the team has improved quite a bit from the beginning of the season with you coming in as your first year a head coach here at Canton-Galva?
Well, I don't know if I have anything to do with it, but we have improved. I think it's just because, they came in and it was a new system, man-to-man defense and pressing and running and shooting, and they had to get kind of used to that, and we're still kind of getting used to it. But we've adapted and gotten better every game, and I think we're not where I want to be, obviously, by no means, but that'll take a couple years. But this team has really come together and kind of filled their roles. Players have filled their roles, and we've kind of learned how to play. And I'm excited for the next week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Who are you guys looking to play next Monday or Tuesday if you guys are able to beat Gossel this Friday night?
Well, if we beat Gossel, we would play the following Friday.
Following Friday?
Yeah, here at home, since the sub-state's here at Canton, and most likely, it'll be Little River, number one team in the state. They got the first round bye, and we're on their side. So if we're fortunate enough to beat Gossel on Friday, we'll meet Little River the next following Friday.
And you guys have played Little River before, haven't you?
Played them twice. Second game of the season, got beat by 45, and then played them here a few weeks ago and lost by 7. And actually had our chances to win. So
yeah.
I'm excited about getting the opportunity to play them again. But we got a tough matchup Friday. We got to get by first.
Yes, sir. Well, alrighty. It was great talking to you today, Coach O, and I wish you guys good luck for this upcoming Friday night.
All right. I appreciate the questions.
Yes, sir.
And we'll send it over to Garrett for the number 5 ranked girls.
Number 5 ranked girls are the Gossel Bluebirds. They are 5-13 on the year and have very high hopes coming into sub-state. Their head coach Ryan Hoops said it should be a very competitive matchup with us in Lincoln. I feel our teams are very similar. Both teams play very hard but struggle to score sometimes. They seem to not get down on themselves and keep battling, as do we. Should be a fun first round game. Gossel and Lincoln girls should have a very competitive first round. Good luck to both teams. On to Preston for the next one.
So the number 6 ranked team for the boys tournament is Rural Vista, and they've been having a really good season so far, and they've had 2 standout players this year, Cameron and Dylan Warren. They're both seniors that have played for this team, and both have played 81 varsity games throughout their career. And so Cameron is a 6'2", 200-pound senior, and I'll give you some of his stats. He averages 11.8 points a game, 4.2 blocks per game, and 9.6 rebounds per game. Then we'll go over to Dylan. He is a 5'10", 190-pound senior, and he averages 5.3 points per game, 2 assists, 3 rebounds, and 1.3 steals per game. So that's your 6th place boys, and we wish them luck. And we'll send it over to Gary for the 6th ranked girls.
Number 6 ranked girls are our own Canton-Galva Eagles. We reached out to Kim Cross, their head coach, and asked her some questions. We asked how her team has improved from the beginning of the season to now. The team's defense as a whole has improved. They've worked very hard on playing man defense and learning how to work through cuts and work around screens. We also asked her what she's pleased with as a coach, and she responded by saying, "I am proud of this group of girls. They have continued to work hard and are always trying to get better. We've gone up against teams that are taller and more athletic than us, but we continue to play to the best of our abilities. They have never quit or gave up." We also asked who she thinks the most improved player this year is. She said, "I feel my most improved player is Madison Leach. She did not play last year and did not start the season with the team. She has put in the work, and even when she is not on the court, she is always watching and asking questions. We asked what she enjoyed about coaching basketball, and she responded by saying, "I love coaching basketball for so many reasons. I love watching kids work hard to finally accomplish their goals. I love watching kids be a part of a team and learning how to work together. Coaching to me is more than just about basketball. It's about learning to be a good teammate and learning to work through adversity." Her main goal going into sub-state is to play hard and continue to work as a team. So good luck to Canton-Galva. Anyway, on to Preston over here for the number 7 ranked boys.
Your number 7th ranked boys in this sub-state is the Lincoln boys basketball team, as they have had a rough season. With a few tough lineups, they have had a little success with a couple good wins this season, with wins against Chase and Milton Vale late in the season. So they showed definite signs of improvement. So that wraps up the boys sub-state, and we wish all of them luck, and we'll send that over to Garrett for the girls number 7 ranked team.
This year's number 7 ranked team is the Salomon Girls. Coming in at 7th seed is the Salomon Girls. They're 4-14 on the season, and they're 7th seed in this sub-state. We reached out to Zach Douglas and asked him a few questions. He said his team was very happy with what they were controlling. They're only controlling things they can control since Christmas break, and I've been very happy with their effort and improvement as a team in the past month and a half. We asked him what team impressed him the most out of all the teams that he has played this season, and he said Elyria has impressed him the most due to the fact that they have the ability to play lockdown defense and create havoc. He said that he has never seen anyone play like that in quite some time, and was very impressed while watching a team winning games on the defensive side of the ball. So that wraps up our sub-state preview here. Thanks for watching. All these games will be streamed on this channel that you're watching this on, Canton-Galva Broadcasting, over the next few days. So tune into those if you're wanting to. If not, don't. We're out of here.
So we got some results of the games that happened Friday or whatever. So Preston's going to hit you with the boys, and then we'll go back to the girls.
So Little River advanced to the second round to say goodbye, and they will meet Gossel because Gossel defeated Canton-Galva by a score of 69-55. Those two meet at 8 o'clock on March 5th, and then Sylvan Lucas defeated Lincoln 67-39, and they will meet Solomon, who defeated Rural Vista 70-59. That game will be at 5:30 on Friday. So that's your update for the boys, and I'll send it over to Garrett for the girls.
On Thursday, we get the semifinals underway. Lucas Sylvan will play Rural Vista at 5 o'clock, or 5:30 actually. And Little River will play Gossel at 8:30, and that is on Thursday this upcoming week. The finals are set for Saturday at 2 and 5 p.m. Good luck to everyone.